Know about pain we bring when right somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't say a ting.
Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Absolutely knackered, man. He's knackered.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good punch. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. You don't want to trade shots. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of him. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Missed him with that uppercut. That counter shot lands. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. That's a scoring left hand. That left counter punch will score. Beautiful counter shot. Just gets out of the way of that right up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Good left counter that lands. Well, there's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. The perfect counter lands. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Punch, counter punch. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Do you believe this? Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything. You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They got the momentum. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Just misses with the right uppercut. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering There's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter left hand there. He misses with that jab. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That punch scores.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Fantastic punch. And he fails to score with that left hook. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage.
Come on, look at...
There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Frazier and pickpocket them.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. He got out of the way of that right hook. They score again with the left hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice job landing that left counter punch. As bad as Bob. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Beautiful counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. Another missed punch. That one lands. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Another scoring shot there. What a punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good counter punch. That was almost a 10.
I'm telling you,
We've made it to round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. And he just missed with that left jab. And a counter left. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice counter shot with the right hand. I hope this fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Defense is not an option for these two. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Great counter right. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's a counter shot. Left counter scores. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Right punch. The courage on display here is incredible. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
A perfect counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. And there's the bell to start round 12. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. These two were made for each other. Nice counter. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. You can't score with that uppercut. Lands with the right counter. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated with you.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Counter punching. I promise you, all three judges here are going to... And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He gets out of the way of that left hand. right-handed can. No rest for the weary. Perfect punch. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That left counter was perfectly timed. Left punch. Nope, that hook won't score. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. Talk about a one-sided... They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He just misses with that big right hand. That left shot lands. He parries away that left hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do? Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Counter right. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got... And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Punch, counter punch. Big right hand just misses. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Nice counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess. You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Nice counter shot. Won't score with that right uppercut. Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.